Hi everyone, welcome to your practice today. For today's class, we are going to work with core stability. So if at any point you are unable to maintain stability in any of these shapes, just allow yourself to pull back and work within the framework of what's possible for you today. So when we think about core, a lot of times we just think about the front part of our core, right? Our six-pack abs or whatever we're striving for. That's not really the focus today. What we're working on is really grounding down into the body, connecting with our center, our core, our place of knowing, and really working with that. So yes, the front core is important, but also the back of the body as well. And you'll start to notice when we move through these shapes that the core also ties in with hip and shoulder mobility as well. So let's start lying down on our backs. Almost like a bridge pose, so just place the soles of your feet on the earth. And you can just rest your palms on your torso or on your thighs. Let's take a cleansing breath together. Inhale. And then sigh it out. Again, like that. Breathe in. Feel the torso and the body expand. Exhale, let it go. Feel your spine start to really sink into your mat as you breathe out. So right away, just bring your awareness to your spine. Feel it on the earth. And then take your hands, find your hip points, and just play with tilting your pelvis forward and back, and just moving your pelvis in space. So when you tip the hip points forward, you'll feel that you have a slight arch in the lower back. And then when you scoop the tailbone down towards the mat, lifting the pelvis, the pubic bone up, you'll feel that you have now glued your lower back to the earth. So just move through that a couple of times. Feel your hips in space. And notice that when you really engage your lower belly, so almost like you're hugging your belly button towards your spine, feel that connection with the earth, with your spine. Okay, so that's sort of what we're striving for, is keeping the lower belly active, but also not letting it just stop there. So becoming aware of the entire torso and also the hips. All right, so from here, let's move right into some movement. Lift your feet up off the earth so your knees are in line, somewhat in line with your hips. And you want to try your best to keep your spine connected with the earth. There will probably still be a slight curve in your lower back. That's just the natural curve of your spine. So just allow that to be there if that's how it is, by keeping your lower belly engaged, okay? So lots of moving parts, but we're gonna move through this together. Take your arms up towards the ceiling. Really plug your shoulders in, feel your shoulder blades on the earth. And then take your right arm back as you extend your left leg long. So your left leg and your right arm are just hovering above the earth. Both are really strong and active. Take a breath in here. And then come right back to center. Now as you inhale, we'll take the opposite side. So left arm reaches back, right leg hovers. And then exhale, bring it in. So the key here is nice and slow. Take the other side. Inhale opens you up. Exhale brings you in. And you're connecting with your center. So as you exhale, really using your belly button to pull your limbs back towards one another. Notice your spine on the earth. Notice how your hips feel. Let's take one more round each side. Nice and slow. One more side here as you inhale. Exhale, bring it in, and just rest for a moment. So right off the bat, we notice there's a big shift of energy in the body just from that little bit of movement and that little bit of connection. All right, beautiful. So bring your legs back up so your knees are over your hips. And then bring your heels together, maybe keeping your big toes together, almost like you're making a small diamond with your feet, and then your knees are out to the side. Really press your feet towards one another. So now your inner thighs are active, belly is active. You're going to take your arms up towards the ceiling, and then as you inhale, start to lift your shoulders up off the earth, and then bring everything in towards one another. So this is sort of like a reclined bakasana or crow pose. So you're actively lifting up from the center, and you're hugging your knees into your arms back into your knees. Take one more breath here. Breath out. Take another sip of air. In, lift your shoulder blades up. Exhale, release, just hugging your knees into your chest. So we're really not trying to rush through these. We're trying to really be intentional and connect deeply to what's going on in the body. So let's come back into that reclined bakasana. Lifting yourself up, looking at your feet. And so I have my hands as if I'm trying to press down, but you can also just reach your fingertips forward. I'm not too worried about the hands. It's more so about engaging the torso. One more breath here, and release, exhale. Lovely. Now let's move into sort of like a twisted bakasana. So we're gonna take the arms up, and then you're gonna take the arms over towards the left side of your mat, so you've got connection here with your left leg and your right elbow. So actively lift up and over towards the left. Hug your knees into your chest as you lift up, so you're sort of creating that little crunch in your belly. One more breath in and release. It's certainly challenging to speak while doing this, but here we are. And we're gonna take the other side. Reach your arms up, take a breath. As you exhale, twisting over to the right. So really important to make the connection with your left arm and the outside of your right leg. Press them into one another. Take another breath and release. Let's do one more time each side. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, lifting up and over towards the left. Leg to arm connection. Inhale, back down, reach your arms high. And to the right, exhale. Nice. Inhale, reach everything long, hovering the legs, hovering the arms for one breath. And release. Just pause for a moment. Let your limbs be on the earth. Come back to your breath. All right, let's meet in a tabletop position as you're ready. Coming onto all fours. Place your wrists right under your shoulders and really activate your hands by spreading your fingers wide. Keep your knees under your hips. And so right away, bringing attention to your center. So no core engagement might feel like you're arching your back. It might look like your belly dropping to the floor, tailbone up. Core engagement means you're hugging your belly button towards your spine. So right away, as soon as you make that connection, you've slightly tucked the tailbone towards the floor, and now there's not pressure in your lower back. So important to keep your belly button hugging in. So let's extend the right arm forward, left leg back. If this becomes too much, take your left big toe, place it on the earth, and keep your leg active. It's still engaging the core no matter what. So take a breath here. And now as you exhale, take your right arm out to the right slightly, left leg out to the left, so sort of to the diagonal. You'll notice right away we have a tendency to want to open up and sway. That's where the core engagement and stability comes in. So we'll breathe here. Stay for the breath out. Now inhale, stretch back long, bringing everything back to center. And then exhale, round through your spine, bring your elbow towards your knee. Inhale, extend back out. And then exhale, opening up to the diagonal. Now press the top of your right foot down into the earth. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, round through the spine, knee to elbow. We'll do one more like that. So super important that the places that are connecting with the earth stay really strong and stable so you can move. Come back to tabletop. If you'd like, it feels kind of nice to just sort of sway side to side, roll it out, shake it out, and then we'll move right into the other side. So we want to take the same amount of time and care as we did on the other side. So coming back to that idea of core engagement, so feeling no core engagement, and then hugging in, activating, becoming intentional, right? Becoming present. Let's begin. Left arm reaches forward, right leg back. Activate the top of your left foot, pressing down. Right palm is pressing down. Inhale. Exhale, gently opening up to the diagonal. And then inhale, hugging everything back in. Exhale, knee to elbow, round your spine. Inhale, extend out. Exhale, opening up to the diagonal. Inhale, we hug back in, emphasis on the hug. Exhale, round. Last one here. Tabletop. Roll it out, shake it out, cat and cow it out. And just give your wrists a break here for a moment. Give them a little stretch in whatever way feels good. Beautiful. All right, let's come all the way down to the belly. So you can come into plank pose with your knees up or down. We're going to slowly lower down all the way to the belly. And then we'll come into Sphinx pose. So forearms are on the earth. Elbows are under your shoulders. Palms pressing into the earth, and your fingers are spread really wide, like you're really gripping the earth. I actually have this weird thing in my head when I do Sphinx pose. I imagine a frog's hand or foot, so really spreading wide and gripping, okay? I don't know if that's helpful for you, but I don't know, maybe that resonates with you. Tops of your feet press into the earth. Feel your hip points pressing down, and now no core engagement. So drop your belly, relax your belly. Notice right away, as soon as you release the belly, you've got pressure in your lower back, okay? So now activate the lower belly. Pull the belly button towards the spine and feel how your heart automatically extends forward, pressing down through the forearms. So this appears like we're doing not a lot of work, but when you take time to really activate the muscles, creating awareness around them, it's a lot more challenging than it seems. So we'll take one more breath here. Exhale. Now from here, curl your toes under, really pull your belly button towards your spine, so towards the back core, and then lift yourself up, peeling your body up, coming into low plank. We're here for a breath. Breath out. Notice your hips. How do they feel? There's such thing as being too high. There is such thing as being too low. So tuck your tailbone towards your belly button. Breath in. Exhale, knees down. Gently come back to Sphinx pose. Coming back to breath. Softening your face, your jaw, your shoulders. One more breath in. Exhale, curl your toes under, lifting up as you breathe in back to your low plank, and then pausing here. So keep your elbows from splaying out side to side. Really hug them towards the body. Press the palms down. Lift up and out of the shoulders for one more breath. Exhale, gently lower with control, coming back to Sphinx. Take a breath in. Breath out. We've got one more low plank. Curl your toes under. Lift your hips. Peel your body up. Plank pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Gently lower down. Come all the way to your belly for just a moment of rest. Stack your palms on one another and create a little pillow for your chin or your forehead. Breathe deeply here. Allowing your body to rest for just a moment. All right, one last movement here. So now we'll come into side plank. So place your right forearm on your mat so it's parallel with the top of your mat, fingers spread really wide. You're gonna roll to the right side of your body, and then from here, lift yourself up for side plank. Left arm reaches up where you can place it on your hip. So feet are stacked like you're standing in mountain pose. So zipping up through the inner thighs, lifting from your bottom hip. Notice this top hip. We have a tendency to want to open up and dump weight into the shoulder. So stack your top hip on top of your bottom hip so they're in line. Inhale, lift your hips a bit higher. Exhale, gently lower your right hip towards the earth. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, back up. Exhale, lower all the way down. Come back to your belly. We're just going to simply roll to the other side. So left forearm down on the earth. Again, parallel with the top of your mat. Roll to the left side. And when you're ready, lift up. This side for me is a bit more challenging, so I'm going to give myself a little bit of time to get situated. So again, lift from your bottom hip. Stack your hips. And then pull your shoulders away from your ears. Take a breath. Lift your hips a bit higher. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more round. Exhale, gently lower all the way down. Back to the belly. Take cobra or upward facing dog. So activate your legs. Press your palms into the earth. Lift up. Stretch the front of the body. Breathe here. Last breath in. Exhale, come into child's pose. Really round through your upper back. Bring your knees towards one another. Come onto your fingertips so you can create a little more height. Really rounding through your upper back. Take a breath in. Breath out. Come all the way up. Find a seat. Let's take a breath together. So if it's comfortable, you can close your eyes here. Maybe placing your hands on your heart. Just acknowledging yourself for the work you've done. And let's breathe together. Inhale. Exhale. Thank you, thank you, thank you.